Hello everybody, this is ajrpotter.com, and today, which I think is day 4, I've had a break in between doing jobs in the house and the garden, putting shelves up, corner units up, finishing off my daughter's bedroom, etc. So now it's a bit of me time. I've thrown some pots earlier on, and this is going to be a jar which is going to be coated with sodium silicate slip. Then I'm going to add ball clay and china clay on the surface of that, and then stretch it out. Okay, it won't crack as much as you think it will, but this is basically the structure that I've got. The first thing I'm going to do is dry this off, this cylinder that I've thrown. So use a gas gun. And this speeds up the drying process, so then you can apply the coating. A lot of potters use this technique for joining pots together, etc. But with this now, all I do is add this coating on the surface like so. And you put a nice liberal coating on there like that, and that's my base then to be able to apply the next coating on the surface. So we just clean that off now, like so. Clean the base, and I'm ready then to apply the coating. Okay, so that's nice and clean. One last little bit with a tea towel like that, and now you've got a coating here, china clay and ball clay, and I just gently drop it on the surface like so. Now in my wood firing days these would come out absolutely beautiful, because I'd put an ash glaze on the top, which would be an apple ash glaze, and then on the top of that, on the rim, you would put a nuku glaze, which is a high flint glaze, and that would run pure white, and you'd have this beautiful green interacting with the white, interacting with the texture. So hopefully this year I'll get back to that. Once I get the gas kiln up and running, and once hopefully coronavirus is over. Now there are reasons for me doing these videos, and that's I'm a teacher basically, but it's to pass on knowledge, but it's also for my children and my grandchildren. So it's a wonderful way of sort of, you know, keeping your legacy going, and also telling your grandchildren what you did besides being a teacher, you know, a professional potter for over 30 years, and that's a nice little thing to leave them, to know that you can be creative and still have a job and still produce pots to a very high standard. But that's the first phase out the way. Okay, so I just clean off the base there like that, make sure that's all on like so, and again a little bit of a clean, and I'm ready now for the expansion. So I use a sponge and I go on the inside, and then on the outside I support here at the top so I don't knock it too much off centre, and then I start to bend out. A lot of people dry this first using a gas gun. For myself, I prefer to do it this way. And as you can see, I'm expanded from the inside outwards. And if I stop that, you can see that there's small cracks there starting to appear. Okay, so I can just straighten that up, and I will now just give it a little gas and see what happens when I expand it out again. find by doing that it usually cracks. So it's one of those moments where it'll either work or it won't. So here we go. So again, what you're doing is even pressure. You're following the circumference of it. You're looking at the shape of it from the outside, and then you're just trying to expand it out to get those cracks and that shape that you want in the vase. Now you're starting to get some big cracks in there. Okay, now I don't mind that at all, because I will infill those big cracks in a minute when I show you with different slips thickened up, and I will add copper, and that's copper from Anglesey Copper Mine, etc. But the first thing I've got to do is this lip. So I want to bring this in, use the old card and bring that right in now, like so. Once I've got that shape in, I can then start to put some movement in the top, and that just roughs it up and gives you that kind of lovely movement that's very organic. Now then, down at the base we have a little bit of clay there, so I want to take that off like so. And what you've got then is a foot, a belly, a neck and the top of the pot, and that gives you a lovely sort of shape to a pot that you want really. You've got the foot there, and then you've got the belly, and then you've got the lip at the top that just finishes it off. So I just double check that again, and I'm happy with that. Now then, I've got cracks and bits and pieces in here, but I don't mind that at all, because as I say, I'll be adding to this and putting stones in, etc. And as you can see from my pots and the kind of pots that I do, that here you can see on the surface I've got sedimentary stones, I've got quartz, glass, various slips and various layering techniques, and then a crackle glaze. These tea bowls are for sale. All you have to do is email me at ajrpotter.com and I'll send you some pictures. And at the moment, these large tea bowls are £50 plus £5 postage UK. Okay, but that's a little demonstration on how to apply a textured surface onto a pot. Look after yourselves, everybody. God bless.